I need some de-stress. And I'm on it. So I had an interesting little event occur yesterday. So after I finished with work for the day, I decided that that I was going to hit the parkway and go toward Mount Mitchell State Park. And of course I vlogged it, you know. So I'm going up through there, and it was probably a good hour or two I'd been riding. And I was on my way back, and the camera, I heard it beep because of the battery, and it went off. So I decided to pull over at the next overlook and snap it off the helmet, and I was just going to stow it, just to kind of get it out of my way, and a little bit of weight off the chin, you know. Well, I popped the rear seat to store my camera, and a field mouse had decided that within the past day or two to make a nest in there. And as I'm sitting there, angry and confused both at the same time, I reached in, pulled the nest out, and of course out came baby mice, three little pinkies. And yeah, that was pretty interesting. And then I noticed at the edge of the little nest he had made, where the rear wiring harness for the tail lights, turn signals, and all that were, the little bastard had chewed off all the insulation across the top of the wires. It looked like someone had just taken a razor and just scraped all the insulation and wrap and everything off. So yesterday evening, I had to do wiring harness repair on my bike, but luckily he didn't really get the wires that went to anything. It was for the two plugs that are actually capped off in the back. But still, I went and sleeved the damage area with heat shrink and put that on it, and then rewrapped everything. Made sure it was nice, neat, and protected. But yeah, that was an interesting little event that happened for me yesterday. And so last night I went out to my building and set a bunch of traps. Lord, I'm telling you, nothing makes you more mad than when you've got a new toy and a critter decides to destroy it for you. Boy, I was hot. Ooh, I was mad. And then while I was out there messing around in the building last night, I decided, hey, I'm gonna stick the baffle in the exhaust. Yeah, that didn't work out too well either. I mean, it fits, and it fits really snug, but it fits a little more snug than I want to deal with on trying to remove it, because I did manage to get it back out, but I had to take slip joint pliers, stick them inside the baffle, and pull the pliers apart and try to rotate and wiggle, and man, it was a pain in the ass to get the baffle out. So if you buy this Yoshimura Alpha exhaust and want the baffle in, chances are you may not get it back out unless you have some tools handy. Just a forewarning, it fits really, really tight. But right now it's out. I decided that I just didn't want it in there anyway. I was going to do a little sound comparison video, and it was too late last night that I didn't want to disturb, you know, be rude to my neighbors, so I just took it back out and said to hell with it. But, you know, it does quieten it down quite a bit. I did fire the bike up with the baffle in just for a second. I didn't rev it up, but it quietens it down considerably. Going back to that story, sorry, I kind of like to concentrate going through traffic, but when I pulled the bike out of my little workshop to go for my ride yesterday, the bike had been sitting there running for a minute, and then when I hopped on, I could have swore that I saw a little mouse, and it looked like he jumped out of the bike and took off running. A mouse just came out of my motorcycle. Either that or he was coming through the grass. Probably just coming through the grass. And I thought, holy crap, but then I thought, nah, there's no way. I mean, by God, I was, yeah, there was a way. And then once I found the nest in the back and the little babies, it was like, you little bastard.